You've done what you started out to do, is qualify, and you must be pleased with that and what you've seen from your team as well.
Yeah, I think first and foremost, we in these kind of games you want to make sure you perform. The result, of course, is important, and obviously to qualify for the back of that helps. There's a bit of prize money as well and all this of it. But it was about performing. It was about playing the right way. It was about doing the right things, and I thought we did. And I thought we also learnt a lot from Saturday to take into the second half tonight, where there was a fairly strong wind coming in our faces, and it was chalk and cheese. We should have been out of sight at half time when the probably wind was a bit stronger, I'd say. But even still, we got in a goal up, and it should have been probably 2-3. Ollie's scored one and missed a sitter really. Then Ollie's had a great chance and backheeled it out of the box. So it could have been a bit even more comfortable, I think. But I thought, their front four's a handful, and I thought, by and large, we kept them quiet. Triggs made an important penalty save as well. But more than that, I think the performance, the manner. We spoke at. Saturday was disappointing. We got a draw, and we had as best 45 minutes of the whole season in the first half. I think we'd probably put another 45 minutes together and not then had a disastrous second half. So that's an improvement. And I keep saying it, wherever we keep getting better, we had 20 minutes at Rotherham, we had a better, longer period, 30 minutes at Plymouth and better. Then we had 45 minutes on Saturday and better. We've had 45 minutes today and then a better second half. So, it's only my opinion, and some people may differ, but wherever we keep getting better and better and better, then we're heading on the right track. Will it be enough to win games of football every week? I'm sure it won't, because that's just how football works. But at the same time, the lads know this is a journey, and the lads, there's no... I've said it before, footballers are perceptive, they're not stupid, they're streetwise. There's no point trying to kid them on. No point telling them the Barcelona, and there's no point telling them the rubbish either. We all know where we are, and they're giving everything. Yes, they'll make mistakes. Yes, they'll have disappointing periods in games where they can do better or more. However, wherever they keep going and stick at it, and they are doing, I've not got any qualms about that. Then we'll get better, because they're good players, and we'll make them better. And I think that was again reflective, of that journey tonight.
You've still got a few players out injured, of course, that you could do with more of those that are attacking players, but you freshened it up tonight with those 8 changes, so only 3 survived from Saturday, and you must have been pleased with what you got out with a lot of the players that got their opportunities, because I'm pretty sure that's what you were talking to your players about, after that game on Saturday.
Yeah, you could be, study having been snotted 4-0, and you're going, they've missed an opportunity. Well, we're not. We're still here, having won the game 2-0, but more importantly, having played the right way, having done the right thing, having made good decisions, going, okay, there we go, food for thought. And that's what you want as a manager. You want to have decisions to make around team selection, because that means you've got enough players, for a start, they're not injured. You've got players in the squad that are capable of stepping up, and tonight, yes, I don't know how many changes Wigan made, but I'm sure they've made plenty. And you go, well, that's important. That's important that they reach those levels, all them players, because it does, like I say, it gives you food for thought, and it gives you options.
Let's go back to the goalkeeper then, Dave Richards, because he's got a bit of a record, hasn't he, for saving penalties, as has Will Yaskalainen. Yeah. It must be something that's working for them when it comes to opportunity. Played a few mind games with them. I don't know whether you saw the build-up to that penalty there.
Well, first of all, I thought it was a poor penalty. Their manager's shaking his head, their assistant manager's shaking their head, we're shaking his head. I think if you give penalties for people whacking it at you from 3 yards, and your hands are virtually by your side, then there's going to be a lot of penalties. So that's the first thing. Secondly, I think both Will and Trigg, they do save a lot of penalties. That's because they're good goalkeepers, and it's also, because we do the research on penalty takers. So, you know, a lot of credit goes to John Dillon and the research he does. Much the same as when Port sticks a penalty away, or Mika, or whoever it might be, there's research done on where their keeper dives, the opposition keeper dives. So it's more than just luck. So yeah, it did change the game. Don't get me wrong. You know, they've got him behind us once as well, and we got away with that one. But other than that, I thought we were fairly comfortable.
You handed Chris Porter the captaincy. You can clear it up. I'm not going to ask him. He can't claim that goal, can he? He can't have that goal. He's looking for his 50th goal. It's sure it's going to come. It's surely going to come for Chris Porter, but it was an assist that went on an own goal. I'll leave it with you.
Listen, let me tell you, if you know Chris Porter as well as me, he'll be claiming it.
Oh, definitely, yeah, I know.
I'm not going to stop him. You know, I want all goal scorers to claim everything, whether it goes for his toe, his earlobe, his nose, whether it's going in on goal or not going in on goal. You know, I'll let Chris Porter decide, or whoever decides. It's not for me to say, but I hope he gets it.
Well, as we said when we started, you've done what you wanted to do. You've qualified, and you can look forward to that because there's a few quid in the coffers. But you've still got one more game to play, which you want to try and keep it unbeaten now. And, you know, take 9 points out of the 9 points that you played your 3 games in that difficult little group.
Yeah, of course. You know, it's a group where there's 3 League One teams and another 23s team. Normally you get a League Two, a League One, and a 23s team. Well, there's 3 League One teams in that. So, you know, to say we're through already, that's a decent achievement. So, yeah, we'd obviously we want to win every game. Of course we do. We set out to win every game, and the Wolves game will be no different.
So what have you got now? 12 days probably towards your next game against League. Well, what's the plan? Is it going to be tough for them, or is it going to be a bit different this time, where the time of the year is?
No. It's, when you say tough, it'll be work. It's work. We need work. We've got to get work into them. You know, that's not to say that they won't get rest as well. But we've got to improve. We all know that. You don't get that, San City.